Hello children, I welcome you all to our English class of class 7. Today we are going to discuss about our unit 4. In this we have 3 readings. Reading A, Tenali paints a horse. Reading B, Dear Mom, it's a poem. And reading C, The Emperor's New Clothes. Let's listen to them and understand about them in detail. Children, let us listen to the story of Tenali paints a horse. This is an interesting tale from the court of King Sri Krishna Deva Raya of Vijayanagara. Tenali Raman was a great poet and jester in the king's court. He was famous for his wit and intelligence. One day, an artist came to the court in the king's presence and showed his paintings. The king and his courtiers appreciated the artist for his great work. The painting had 2 men talking facing each other and a cow in it with a good scenic beauty. But Tenali Raman said that he could paint it much better. He criticized, saying that there was no face of the cow and he wants to see the other side of the 2 men. King Sri Krishna Deva Raya said that the deficiencies, that is, what cannot be seen, should be imagined. There was a bet between the king and Tenali Raman. He was given 1 month time to finish the painting. At the end of the given time, Tenali Raman brought his painting to the court. The painting had few curved strokes of black on the right hand edge and few lines of green at the bottom below it. All the courtiers thought that Tenali would lose the bet. The king asked him to explain his painting. He said that it was beautiful stallion with a white star on his forehead and it had a polished saddle on its back. The king could not say anything, as he himself once said that deficiencies should be imagined, when he appreciated the other artist's painting in his own court previously. Tenali repeated the same words, and the king finally had to accept Tenali's talent. Finally, the king was pleased with his cleverness and rewarded him. Now, let us listen to the summary of the poem Dear Mum. Children, please do read the poem Dear Mum given in your textbook. I am trying to explain the summary to you. Please follow carefully. This is a nice poem by Brian Patton which reveals the innocent mind of a boy, how he will behave when there is no one at home. The boy started telling his mom that when she was back from the work, when she went out, some mysterious things like the breaking of cup happened by itself. He even says that the crack appeared in the blue vase which was brought by his great-grandfather from China, and a stain of jam of the size of boy's hand appeared on the kitchen wall. He said that he saw a cat starting a washing machine while still it was in the machine. The swelling of the floor had happened by itself, and even says that there was an appearance of muddy footprints on a newly bought white carpet. He also says that if he had tried to say all this, she might be even shocked, and so he went to the grandmother's house for some time. He finally says all this to his mother, saying that this house might be haunted, and he doesn't even accept all this happened because of him. Children, now let us listen to the story of The Emperor's Clothes. This is a story about an emperor who was fond of wearing new clothes. He spent all his money on collecting and wearing creatively designed clothes. One day, 2 weavers came to his court and said that they would weave most beautiful cloth for the king, and had a condition that only wise men can see the cloth woven and not the fools. The king was quite impressed and was very excited about wearing such clothes. He gave them a lot of money. Actually, they had no looms or tools. They got fine silk and gold from the king, saying that they need to weave a great well-decorated cloth. They kept pretending to weave the cloth on the looms. The king wanted to know how much cloth they wove. He sent an old minister to check on them. He came, but he could not see anything. Thinking that he would be counted as a foolish, the minister even told the king that the cloth was very beautiful. Later, the king himself wanted to see the cloth woven by them. He went to the weavers along with some courtiers. Even they, in the fear of being declared as fools, started describing the cloth in nice terms. The weavers said that they have completed weaving the cloth and started cutting the cloth with scissors and stitched it with a needle and with no thread in it. Finally, they requested the king to wear the clothes on the procession day. The king removed his clothes and wore the new clothes woven by the weavers. He started on the procession. Everybody said that the king's clothes were beautiful, but a little innocent boy said that the king had no clothes on him. Then the king also realized that he had no clothes on him, but the procession went on. That's the end of the story. Children, we can trust people, but how far can we trust? That we have to decide, children. We should not become foolish in the others' hands by trusting them more than required. So, this is the moral of the story. Children, in this unit, we try to understand the importance of wit, cleverness, as well as the skill to even deceive people, right? So, try not to be that innocent and try not to be cheated, like the emperor, of course. And thank you for listening to the class, and we'll all sure meet again. Wish you all happy learning.